The sound hit me first, an echoing gasp, sharp and intimate, leaking through the thin apartment walls like a knife sliding between ribs. For a moment, I didn't recognize it. Then I did. It was his voice, Daniel's, soft, breathless, threaded with a tenderness he hadn't used on me in months. My coffee mug slipped from my hand and shattered on the kitchen tiles. I stood frozen, every nerve in my body pulling tight as the muffled moans on the other side of the wall grew clearer, clearer, unbearably clear. The wall between our apartments, our once shared home, felt suddenly paper-thin, as though the universe wanted me to hear every detail, every breath, every betrayal. He was supposed to be out of town. He was supposed to be working. He was supposed to be mine. I pressed my palm against the wall, as if I could steady myself through the plaster. My heartbeat punched against my chest, drowning the world around me. And then I heard her laugh, a light, girlish sound, one I recognized from months ago, the new intern from his office. The one he swore was just enthusiastic. The one he told me I was being insecure about. I couldn't breathe. I stepped back from the wall, my legs trembling. The apartment I had purchased, next to his, suddenly felt like a cruel joke the universe played on me. I'd wanted to be strong when I bought it, to prove that the divorce settlement money didn't break me, that I wasn't running from my past. But hearing them now, so close I could almost feel their heat through the wall, it made me realize I wasn't over him, not even close. I slid down onto the cold floor, pressing my forehead against my knees. A storm of emotions tore through me. Rage, heartbreak, denial, humiliation, and something darker. The pathetic hope that maybe he'd stop, maybe he'd remember me, maybe he'd feel guilty. But the sounds kept coming, louder, wilder, joyous. Something inside me snapped. I stood, wiping my tears roughly, and walked to my balcony. I needed air, space, something that didn't smell like memories. The night was cool, quiet, until a sliding door opened on the balcony beside mine. Daniel stepped out, shirtless, flushed, breath still uneven. He froze when he saw me. "Emma." His voice cracked with disbelief. What are you doing here?" I let out a bitter laugh. "I live here, Daniel. Right next door. Did you forget?" He swallowed, eyes darting back toward his apartment. "I didn't know you'd be home." "Right?" I set my jaw tight. "Because my existence only matters when it inconveniences you." Silence stretched between us, thick and violent. He rubbed the back of his neck, his tell, when he was guilty. "Look, this isn't what it sounds like." I stepped forward, rage filling my veins with heat. "Then explain it to me. Explain how your voice ended up echoing through my entire apartment." He looked down at the ground, cornered but defiant. "We're divorced, Emma." The words hit like a bullet. I swallowed the lump, rising in my throat. "Then why does it still feel like you're cheating on me?" His face softened for a moment. "Too late, too selfish. I didn't mean for you to hear. I didn't want to hurt you." "But you did," I whispered. "Emma." "Don't," I said, louder than intended. "Don't say my name like you still have the right." He stiffened. "I'm trying to move on. You moved on during our marriage." He flinched, and that tiny reaction cracked something inside me open. I suddenly understood that the man standing before me, bare chest, guilty eyes, trembling breath, had never been the person I built my life around. He had only been the person I wanted him to be. And the difference was everything. "Why her?" I asked quietly. He blinked, surprised. "What? Why her, Daniel? Why the intern? Why someone who laughs like she knows she's being watched?" He hesitated too long. "She listens," he finally said. "She admires me." I felt the ground drop away beneath me. "So you cheated because you wanted to feel important?" He didn't answer. I nodded slowly, letting the truth settle like poison in my bloodstream. "Thank you," I said. "For what?" he whispered. "For confirming exactly who you are." I turned to go inside, knowing if I didn't leave now, I might shatter into something unrecognizable. But before I could take a step, his voice reached me, small, broken. "Emma, do you hate me?" I stopped, my hand on the sliding door. "No," I said. "I don't hate you. I hate who I became trying to love you." He exhaled shakily. "And Daniel?" I added, turning just enough to meet his eyes. "Yes. I bought this apartment, so you'd have to see what your life looks like without me. So you'd hear the silence I lived in for years. So every time you open your balcony door, you'd be reminded that you lost me by choice. His face crumbled. I stepped inside, closing the door behind me. The wall between our apartments felt thicker now, and for the first time, I didn't feel trapped by it. I felt free.